check 1, 2. Give me a second. What's going on? Let some more people get in here, I guess. So, first of all, peace. Thank you for coming through. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope you guys are doing well. I didn't stream yesterday. Apologies for that. Just had some shit going on or whatever, and things happen. But I found some time to be able to stream today, so I figured I'd make it up today. Shout out to anyone who's watching. Feel free to say something in the chat. Even if you're on Twitter, you can say something too. So I wanted to do a different kind of stream. I wanted to, I guess, show the process of how I kind of track things out from Maschine into Logic. So I have this beat that I made a couple weeks ago. I'll do a quick breakdown. So here's the beat. So, that's thought that made a couple weeks ago. So, sample, drums, bass, a little random sample, little vocal sample towards the end. My reverb channel, of course, and then I put that in there just for shits and giggles or whatever. But so those are the sounds I have. So I exported all my stems. So when I do my exporting, I'll do. Oops, hold on. I'll export audio, and for everything except the drums, I'll do the groups. So my sample, I'll do groups. Everything else, groups. When I do my drums, I bounce down the individual sounds to, I guess, have a little more control in the mix. So I already did that. I always label it my name, the name of the beat, and the BPM. And I guess I'll show you why. So I'm gonna get it out of Maschine, because I don't need it anymore. And we're going to go into Logic. So I have a session open in Logic. Looks like I do. Hold on 1 second. Let's bring Logic up. Alright, so I have a session in Logic. I'll change the view so I can enter the BPM of the beat. So the BPM was 7088. and that just helps with kind of putting shit together. So 70, 88. Excuse me for the sniffles. I think it's just allergies or whatever. So back to the tracked out joints. I mean the sounds or whatever. So I'll bring all my stuff. This is everything except the drums. I'll do create new tracks because sometimes I'll after I'm done tracking things out, I'll mess with the first one and maybe add like an intro or something. So here I have everything except the drum. So I'm bringing the drums next. So each individual sound from the drum kit that I use, or whatever the drums that I put together and used, are tracked out. Create new tracks. Alright, so I got the drums here. So. That's like the kind of the initial loop or whatever. And setting the BPM before I import the stems just makes it easier for me to kind of snap things together, sort of. So I'll trim that end off, delete it, so then it'll make it easier to duplicate. So, shit. Give me a second. Alright, so then I'll duplicate it one more time. Yeah, I'll do it one more time. Alright. One thing with my drums, my kicks are always kind of off. So I'll zoom in and show you what I'm talking about. So you see right here, around this this area, if you see me swinging the mouse around, or at least where it's highlighted, like I said, my kicks are kind of off, so there's always this tail end. So I'll solo it real quick. So the initial kick never really lands on the one, which is fine. It's kind of like my swing, but I kind of have a workaround. So you'll hear that kind of clip. So what I'll do is get this open space out of here and extend it so the kick is back where it's supposed to be, if that makes sense. And I'll go along the line, and I'll do that here too. So when I play everything together, it makes sense now. So that's that. So now here's where I kind of do, like, I start arranging, or doing, like, yeah, arranging. So I got my first 8 bars or whatever. I may do a little intro after I kind of have like uh, um, a decent arrangement, or at least how I feel or whatever. So, I'm going to duplicate this channel. Oops. Cancel. Give me a second. Cancel. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. I'm used to. I have a new keyboard, or yeah, wireless keyboard. I'm used to doing it on shit here. So, all right. So, yeah, we duplicated the sample part. I'm gonna bring this down, and I'm gonna throw kind of a filter effect on it. So go here. Effect. I use Simplin a lot from Fab Filter. So we can bring this here. We'll loop it. We'll loop this part. So I do that on a lot of my beats because I feel like it'll make it kind of open up some space for the rapper to kind of go off or whatever. And so let me kind of adjust it a little bit. So, I'm gonna take this part, get rid of it, because I guess I kind of want it to not come in all the time. So, let's play this again. I'll do some arranging too. So I want to take this small part up here. I'm going to trim that, and I'm going to bring it back to where it's unfiltered. So I might need to adjust that. Alright, so let me undo. Alright, so I'm going to go here because it kind of comes in a little abruptly. So do another split. So let's go back a little bit. A little cleaner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another split right here. I forgot to highlight it. Hey, what's going on, man? So I don't know if you're just dropping in, but I'm doing something a little different today. I'm doing a session or a live stream where I'm kind of breaking down the process of how I like track a beat out or whatever, or do like my arrangement. So I bounce my stems out of Maschine. When I bounce my stems, I'll do my sounds, except the drums. So I'll do my sounds in groups. But when I do my drums, I'll do each individual sound out so I can get more control over the mix and stuff like that. So right now I'm in the middle of arranging. I got the tail end of the sample that's on this filter part. I'm going to duplicate this track. I'm going to kind of fuck with the filter so it has a different effect. So up here it's like I'm gonna do something different. Maybe something flatter. I like that. So I'm a. Oh, the show was dope, man. It was a good time. Actually, I don't know where you're from, man. I don't know if you're around here. But I kind of have an announcement at the end, but I'll just say it. So I do a beat showcase out here called The Incredible Sound, and for the last one we had Kev Brown come through. For this one we're having Exile from Blue and Exile, and Surplus, who's down with Dirty Science and that whole crew. So that's gonna be super dope. I'm real excited. Tickets just went on sale yesterday, so I'm gonna be pushing the hell out of that. I'm actually gonna send an email blast soon. But last week's show was pretty dope. I had a lot of fun. A lot of things have been happening recently. I got something this weekend, and then it's just a regular DJ gig. But then I got a beat showcase next week in Boston, and it's like an outdoor thing, so that's pretty cool, man. No, I'm not in CT at all. I'm in Massachusetts. I'm in Massachusetts, like an hour, like 45 minutes away from Boston. But yeah, the whole we have a pretty decent beat scene out here in Boston. Producers, music scene in general. But yeah, June 30th. I don't know if you're trying to travel. I'm just kidding. But June 30th, Exile and Surplus are going to be here. For sure, man. Like, there's things. I'm gonna have some more out of state shows for sure. I know DC. I'm gonna be doing something in DC towards the end of July, so that's gonna be dope. Um, but I would love to perform as many places as I can, do B sets, whatever, DJ gigs. But yeah. Oh, give me a second. Shit. Yeah, things are, Yeah, man. Like, if you feel like it's June 30th, if you're free or something, I know it's around it's the first week of July or whatever. But if you're around, tickets are 15 in advance, 20 at the door. But it's gonna be dope, man. We're gonna have like vendors there. Um, um, Record shops, some vintage streetwear sellers. It's in a dope little location. It's gonna be dope, man. There's if you want to check it out, there's a recap of the first one on my YouTube page. It's like one of the first videos that are there. But let me get back to it. So let me play this first kind of hooky part. First part. So I like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this over here. I hate this fucking keyboard. My bad. Give me a second. Alright, so there we go. So I'm going to go back to editing. So I'm going to take this part. Alright. So when it comes into the, I guess the second section at 8 bars or whatever, then I'm gonna make another split. Another one. Then I'll bring it down here. Oops. So I'll take this part out too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make another do a split here. And take this instance of simpling. Kind of mess with it to just to get something different. fix that kick too. Let's see. All right, so bring this. So I'm gonna kind of play it from beginning, and then I might do like some drops or whatever. Drop out the bass, drop out a kick or something. Already heard some parts where I want to drop out maybe the a kick or the bass. So some people will use automation for this, but I just like, which is fine, but I just like kind of doing it manually. So I will go back a little bit to the beginning of the first 8 bars for the verse part. Play it again. I'll take that kick out. Play that again. And arranging can be a little tedious, but so once that comes back in, so I'm actually gonna cut that off, this little piano hit. And cut up to this next piano hit. So it'll be, yo, what's going on? Thank you for coming through. I know I don't usually stream on Wednesdays. I got shit happens on Tuesdays, on this Tuesday, but I decided to stream today, and I decided to do a little different stream. I said I was going to do it before, but I'm just doing like a kind of going through an arrangement in Logic, how I would track out a beat and arrange it and kind of get it ready for someone to rap over. So this is what I'm working on right now. Maybe I'll cut out the bass at that part too. How are you doing, NJ? I hope you're doing well. I hope they're treating you good in Alaska. I might take the bass out here. and just kind of doing this in the arrangement makes things a little less monotonous, you know. I like that. I want to take the bass line out for a while at this point. So right there, I think might be good. Oops. I'm gonna go here, bring it all the way over here. So. I might take the kick out. So let me zoom in right here, just to, you know, get more of a precise cut. So I'm also going to take the bass and the sample out at that point too. Sample. So let's hear what it sounds like. So. And if you're right. Thanks, man. I was kind of actually the way I kind of approached this was like someone a while ago. Someone I'm working on a record with, whatever, kind of asked me to do something a little slower, which is not usually my thing. I usually kind of hover around 84, 85, maybe 82 BPMs, but I wanted to do something that kind of had some bounce, but was still my shit, you know. And I heard the sample. I don't know if I should share it with you. Let's just say the sample is the same. It's the same record that the sample for "We Gonna Make It" by Jadakiss comes from. So you can do your own research with that. I heard a sample on it. It sounded like super kind of gospel-y type shit. And it just, I guess like the bounce kind of came to me. So it was like one of those cases where I kind of heard the beat before I made it, or at least the tempo or the bop or whatever, you know. And then it kind of came out quickly. I like when shit like that happens because one, I kind of make the beat quicker because I know what I'm gonna do. Not to say I take too long making beats in general. It's usually like I mean you've watched the stream before. Most of the time when I'm making a beat, I don't really have an idea of what I'm gonna do. I just kind of let the sample and feeling kind of guide me or take over. But yeah, this was one of those joints where it's just like I know what I want to do with this sample, and I like how it came out. So, but one thing I wanted to point out was I don't know if you're listening or if you care or whatever. If you really listen really close during the drop when the main sample, the bass and the kick drops out. You can hear the faint of the my reverb channel, which is kind of what I want. Um, when I do another, when I continue this arrangement or whatever, um, I'll kind of drop out more things so you could really hear the reverb channel and how it kind of, I guess, complements the beat or whatever. Um, um, what was I saying? That text threw me off, but yeah, I'll show you. So let me go back to the beginning of here and kind of hear how it plays out. So I'm trying to hear it like an MC is going over this or whatever. Here's the hook part. So I like what I have so far. So what I'm going to do, and what I usually do during a quick arrangement, is I will copy, god damn it, copy this, get everything, and I will duplicate it. It just kind of makes arranging easier, but I will do some different things on this end too. So maybe once I get back, once we're done with the hook part. I will cut out this sample completely. So now it'll sound like, I think you'll really get the reverb channel. I think I might take it out here too. Oops. I gotta have this shit highlighted. Maybe I'll just delete this whole part. So. I'll bring the kick back in there too. So I'm going to drop the snare out a little bit here. Maybe bring it back on the fourth. Yeah. And you can kind of hear the clap that I layered with the snare during this part too. So I think that's kind of dope. So. What do I want to do to this part? So. Maybe take out the hi-hats right here. Zoom in a little bit. Might be interesting. Let's see how it sounds. I don't want that ending too abruptly like that, so. See, I don't like that. So I'm going to bring it back to how it was before. So. I'm gonna take the bass out at this part. So. Thanks, man. It's just like I don't know if I said it when you were here, but I always kind of compare it to like the old, like the way Pete Rock would filter out a sample to where you hear in the bass line. You know what I mean? I always attribute that kind of, I guess, technique to Pete Rock. Pete Rock's filtering approach to bass lines. I want to do that with the reverb to kind of put something under the beat as like a different or an added texture to it. You know what I'm saying? I just think it kind of adds something extra. Especially when I'm doing arrangements. Just having it under, like when I had it right here, I think it's kind of different. I don't think I hear people kind of doing it this way. So and then when it's like you don't hear the sample, but you can still kind of feel it. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the side chaining being so heavy on it. It's kind of ducking but coming in kind of slowly in, and by the time it comes up to full volume or whatever, it's getting ducked again by the next kick. But you know, I think it kind of adds a little different texture to my beats or whatever. It's my thing, and I'm gonna keep doing it. So. even this like a little filtered part, I might, pan it a little bit to the right. It's kind of like some additional movement in the beat. You know what I'm saying? So let's hear how it sounds. So. Matter of fact, I even panned the main sample to the left about -5, whatever the amount of measurement is for panning. Just to switch things up a little bit. So. Thank you. Thank you, Biz. Thank you for coming through. I explained it earlier today, so instead of like just making a beat, I'm going through, because people have asked in the past before, I'm going through how I kind of arrange my beat in Logic, the way I like bounce my stems out. I'll do like my sample, bass line, things like that in groups. But my drums, hold on, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Oh, maybe. But my drums, I'll bounce down the individual sounds. I'll have more control over them, like doing drops. Before, I would do everything in a group, and all my drums were kind of grouped together. So when I would do drops or kind of arrange, like especially with my kick, shit would be kind of off because everything was in one fucking group, and I didn't have much control. But I'd say since like the past 2 or 3 years, I've been tracking out beats like this, and it's kind of a lifesaver. It's a time saver too, because sometimes I'll have to go back into the actual machine session and change things, but this is the way I do it. But yeah, I'm just kind of going through the beat, doing my drops and things like that. Alright, so I have like my basic structure, but I hear something like I think I want to add something to the hook part. So I'm gonna go, where's the hook part at? So I'll go back here. No, I won't turn the hook on. I'm going to add an instrument, and I'm going to do the Fab Filter 1 joint. Hey, fuck off. Let's find it. One. MIDI keyboard. There's a preset that I haven't. Is it this one? So I'll add that. Word. I'm glad you're you're getting something from this Doom. That's kind of why I do the stream. Um, Not saying I'm cool or whatever, but I feel like maybe my process, someone might be able to take something from it. So that that means a lot. So where's this? I'll bring this down a little bit, and I'm going to record. I think it'll add to it, and I'll edit it, add some filtering to it, just so it's not too abrasive and kind of sits under the beat. So. Cool. So let's get back to this and kind of mess with it, make it a little dirty. So. I like that, so I'm going to keep that, and then I got my hook part here. I'm going to copy that and then here. So I will. Alright, so now I have it here too. So let's wait again. I'm going to duplicate this whole thing too, just so I have kind of like an end part. Cool. So. Let me do a little, some editing real quick. So, usually, I'll, towards the end, maybe leave I'll leave like some space for me to do cuts, so I'll cut out the bass for, I guess, the first 4 bars. I feel like it'd be dope to cut that part that part. And throw it here. So then brings it back. And I think I have an idea of how I want to end this too. Extend this. Extend this. So take out these snares. Maybe the hi-hats? Shit. So yo. So I just did like a arrangement of this. I'm gonna play it from beginning. I didn't do an intro yet. I'll do like a short one or whatever. But this is kind of the basic arrangement of the. First of all, thank you for coming through. So here's like the kind of the arrangement. Let me know what you think. Chords in the house. Thanks, man. But yeah, that's basically it. And then I have the synth come back in the hook, and then the last 8 bars are I cut out the bass line for the first 4, and I guess it's like a space for cuts or something like that. So, everyone in the chat, make sure you follow my man Mark 40. We've done tons of joints together. And that's my man. That's a good brother right there. So, salute to Mark. Say what up. And check his shit out as well. But we've done a ton of stuff. I know we an EP from us or an album from us is way overdue. But that's my brother right there. So follow him. Um, um, what was I gonna say? But yeah, so this is kind of like the basic arrangement, but there's like still things that I could do. Um, for example, let's see. I add an audio track. I could find something to do, some cuts or some effects or whatever. Not saying this, but I don't know, some fucking do one second. Alright, cool. So not that one. Put like I don't know, during the beat, whatever, some give me a second. Oh, just random shit like that. I would work on that later. Maybe once I have vocals with it and it gets sent back to me, then I can do like weird shit like that. My logic is stupid. Sometimes I can't hear what I'm cutting, at least in the program. So I'll have to like fuck with my sound card or whatever. But that's kind of like the basic gist of what I want to do or something. So. It doesn't have to be that either. It could be something from a rap record or some shit. I know this has some shit. Actually, funny thing about this record. This is a misprint. This is a Skills record, and Skills is on both sides, but this side says High Tech, whatever the fuck. It says High Tech Get Back Part 2, but it's a fucking Skills record. Anyways, so the acapella's on here. Shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So let me try something real quick. So I'm gonna record. This is just an example. I'm not gonna keep what I'm doing right now.
Fish squeeze, nigga. Fuck.
Duplicate that channel. Not even. I'll just so. Add a new joint. I'll record this.
Scales.
Yeah.
Check. Check. Check.
Add a new one. And like I said, I'm not gonna keep this, but this is just kind of like an example of how you can like kind of randomly throw like vocals in a joint just to. I might have to turn them up. But. Some shit like that. And of course add some effects to them or whatever. And I would do more kind of to make things make sense, but that's just an example. Aside from like an intro or whatever, I feel like the beat is kind of complete. And this is something I would send out to a rapper, or in this case, my man Billy, because this is for him. That's why I always kind of get rid of this. That's why I always kind of leave this track open, just to add like an intro. So let me go back to the actual record I got the sample from real quick. So it's right here. Let me find the joint. Let me know if you could hear it. It's on the other side. I think it's called It's Yesterday and Tomorrow. So I'll go over here where there's some empty space, record real quick. Actually, before I do that, I need to make sure it's the same pitch. So, nope, that's not it. So it's not 545. So, I think that's it. So, I'll record this part. So I'll take that. Even if it's not the same tempo, I can still kind of work with it. So this is the last thing I'll show you before I bounce. But this is one of the, I guess, like the tricks or whatever, or my tricks. So let's zoom in. Right there is when I'll bring the beat in. But like I've said before, my kicks don't usually hit where they're supposed to, so I'll show you what I kind of do to alright, so I'll go here. I'm going to extend this a little bit. I'm going to make a chop right here, or I'm going to slice it or whatever the fuck you want to say. I'm going to take this, copy it, I'm going to paste it. Shit. I'm going to paste it right here. So then I just have to zoom in, kind of shift it a little bit. So let me go back to the beginning where I kind of bring in the sample or whatever. So I might filter that out at some point or whatever. I need to fix that. It didn't drop exactly when I wanted to, but it's just a matter of adjusting things. So that's kind of late. There we go. So let's drop it from the top one more time, and then I gotta get out of here. So there. Alright, so that's it for me, but that's exactly how I would go through an arrangement for a beat. Let me save this shit before something bad happens. But yeah, that's the arrangement. I'll name it like I always name my joints. My name of the beat. This one was called God's I need caps. Always, I don't know why, but I always do my shit in caps. Gods. BPM 70.88. And boom. There we have it. One arranged beat. So, yeah. I'll send this to you real soon, Billy, just so you can start to write. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it for me. The only announcement I have is The Incredible Sound, June 30th, Exile, Surplus, Loman, Doze out of Worcester, this kid named Lilith who's a beast. It's going to be a dope night. The link is in my my bio, whether it's Twitter or Instagram, to get your tickets. 15 in advance, 20 at the door. If you're around, come through, spread the word. Aside from that, the new website should be back up next week. It's just going to be djmanipulator.com, but everything's still the same. But other than that, you know, same old shit. I have a show next week. I'll talk more about that tomorrow, because I will stream tomorrow. It's Thursday, but yeah. Tune in tomorrow. I hope you guys are good. Stay safe. I hope I see all of you tomorrow. If not, just some of you, it'll be fine. Spread the word. But yeah, you guys take it easy. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.